Hello and welcome back. I'm Nurandia and this is A Plus Teacher. Today I'm going to share with you a very important lesson. I'm not going to share with you just the idioms, every single idiom in the whole word, because most of them are not even common now and people don't use them anymore. So let's go. Let's start with what's the idiom? Idiom is group of words or expressions that gives you meaning that is completely different than literal meaning of each word. Let's make it simple. I'm saying something, but I mean a whole different thing. Right? Why we are using idioms? We are using idioms to make strong conversations and to sound like a native speaker. In this video, I'm going to share with you the most common idioms that you will really use in your conversation. One of the most common expressions that we actually use and have in our country is butter him up. Butter him up means being extra nice to someone or with someone. For example, he's the boss, man, you should butter him up. I have it up to here. I have it up to here. I have it up to here, which means my patience is almost finished. I'm so furious now. I'm so angry. I have it up to here. Stop speaking. You can also say, you're getting on my nerve. You're getting on my nerve. You're making me very annoyed. Speaking of the devil means I'm talking about person and then he came up or he showed up. Speaking of the devil, I was just saying that you are really helpful. Scratch my back and I'll scratch yours means help me and I'll help you back. This is so cheesy. Or you can say, this is corny. It's so fake that you cannot believe it. It's overrated. You are a pain in the neck. You are a very annoying person. Stop what you're doing. You're a pain in the neck or you're a pain in the... Come to your senses. You cannot go to your ex again. Come on. Come to your senses. It's not a rocket science. I can do it. It's not that hard. A little bird told me that you're going to be engaged. Is that right? It's like, someone told me, but I don't want to say who. Come on, let's see it. It's a cat fight. Cat fight means two girls or two women are fighting together. Most of the time we say this when two girls are fighting over a man. A cat got your tongue? A cat got your tongue? A cat got your tongue? It's like you cannot answer or you cannot reply to what people are saying. So this is what's the meaning of a cat got your tongue. Another very common expression that we all use, which is I'm all ears. All ears. All ears. I'm here to just listen to you, or I'm just here to hear your problems. So I'm all ears. We say that to show concern and respect to other people's life. Or shh, the walls have ears. It's a very common expression also we use to indicate that try not to talk about this topic a lot or try not to say this a lot because the rumors or the people will start talking about these things. We don't want everyone to know it. That is music to my ears. That is music to my ears, which means when someone is saying something that I really appreciate or I agree with, I say this is music to my ear, or that is music to my ear. It means I agree, I completely agree with what you are saying. This one is really nice, and if you use it in your conversation, and most of the time we use it actually, but we don't say it. It's a 9-to-5 job. It's a 9-to-5 job, which means what? It's a routine job. When someone is talking to you to get to know you, he will say, what kind of a job do you do? Do you do like a part-time job or a full-time job? And you just want to say a regular job in the morning and I finish at noon or stuff like this. You can say a 9 to 5 job, or if you're trying to say that it's a very routine job, you say a 9 to 5 job. Come on, man, you need to take a 5. You need to take a 5. You need to take a 5. Take a 5 means to take a break. I lead him to the garden bath, or I led him to the garden bath, which means I deceive people, or I didn't say the truth. Make yourself at home. Make yourself at home. It means feel comfortable, relax, be normal, feel free to do anything you want. Make yourself at home. Feel like if you are in your own home. Deal with what you have done. Deal with the consequences. When you do something wrong and people are trying to say this is your problem, you have to solve it by yourself, we say face the music. And sometimes we can also say it's your funeral. It's like, it's not my business. I'm not gonna interfere with this. I don't care about your situation. Face the problem. It's written all over your face. It's written all over your face. You're so in love with him. Which means it's very obvious, it's very clear that you are in love with this person. You need to face the fact. You don't have money, you don't have a house, you need to start searching for a job. Face the fact means to look at everything in a very realistic way. You really don't get the picture, or you don't get the big picture here, right? Which means you don't get the view or the perspective or the bigger view or the biggest perspective here, or you don't get the idea of what is going on here. Well, let's just say I got a change of heart. A change of heart means I change my mind. A change of heart, I change my mind. Well, that happened in a heartbeat. I fell in love with him. I fell in love with him in a heartbeat. Heartbeat means immediately. What's wrong with you? You are eating your heart out. You are so green with envy. Green with envy, or get your heart out, means very jealous. Like it's so obvious in your face. I can see that you're very jealous. Don't get your hand dirty. Don't participate or be in illegal or disrespectful activity. I know someone backward. I know this very well. This one is very common, and I have a lot of expressions which have the same meaning. When bags fly over my dead body, in a cold day in July, when hell freezes over, all these expressions mean never gonna happen. It's never going to happen. In your dreams. And things might go out of hands, which means things might get very nasty, or things might go out of control. Act your age. Are you 5? Act your age. Are you 5? Try to act like an adult. Don't be like a kid. Oh man, you stole his thunder. Steal someone's thunder means you stage him up. You topped him. Someone is trying to be very famous, or is trying to look very famous, or he's the one. You overtop him in the situation or the place or anything. This means you get on someone's thunder. Oh, that rings a bell. I remember a similar situation that happens to me before, but I'm not sure where did that happen exactly. It reminds me of something. You can say knowledge is power. When someone is doing something stupid, you can say knowledge is power. Like, try to educate yourself a little bit. You look very dumb. So you can just say in a very nice way, knowledge is power. Are we on the same page? Because I feel like I like you as a friend, but you want me to be your girlfriend? Are we on the same page? Do we understand each other? Do we understand what do you want from each other? She's coming, and she's raising red flags. Raising red flags means that she's coming with problems, or you know that this person is coming with a lot of problems or complaints. Ahmed? No, he's a closed book. No one knows about him. Closed book means he's very mysterious, or he doesn't talk about himself a lot. The opposite is open book. Open book, he's a very nice person. He's an open book that Everything about him is very known to everyone. Everybody knows his personality. This is an open book. I read you like a book. I read someone like a book, like I know everything he will do and what's the intention. What does he mean by doing this? I know something very well. This is the meaning. I know something very well, or I know someone very well. Come on, man, don't go with him. He's going by the book. Going by the book means he's following the rules. He's not breaking any rule. This one is very important, and people will need it in a lot of conversation. Don't judge a book by its cover. Means don't judge a person by the way he looks. He might look very fancy, but he's not a good person. Or he might look like a normal person, but he's a very gentleman, or he's very nice, or she's very nice. Okay, this one is very famous. Add fuel to the fire, or add salt to the injury. Means he makes things worse, or she makes things worse by saying something bad or doing something bad. So you're generally making everything worse. Okay, don't tell me that he's a good person. I caught him red-handed. Caught red-handed means I saw him doing a crime. When you're following his footsteps, when you're following someone's footsteps, I'm following someone's footsteps. I'm following my mom's footsteps. Like you're taking this person as a role model or an example in your life. You are doing everything he says, or you are listening to his or her experiences in life and do as well, or do like them. Honey, you need to put the brakes on. You need to hold your horses. Slow down a little bit. Slow down with your actions. Slow down with your talking. Slow down with your words. Slow down, take a deep breath, then start again. Stop, man. You're driving me crazy. Driving someone's crazy means you're making him very angry. All roads lead to Rome. We have this even in Egypt here. All roads lead to Rome, which means everything we will do now, it will give us the same answer, or all the directions will lead us to the same place. You did this. So this finger pointing. You did this. This is blaming. You did this. You broke the vase. Fingers crossed, which means good luck, or I wish you the best. Fingers crossed. This accident was like a wake-up call. Wake-up call means something happened to a person that makes him or her change completely, or change his mind completely. This is a wake-up call, like everything in his life or her life is going to be changed after this situation. Okay, we got off on the wrong foot. Let me introduce myself again. We got off on the wrong foot, which means we started talking to each other in a bad way. Can we redo it again? We started in a very bad way. I'm sorry, I'm in two minds now. Two minds now means I cannot decide, or I cannot choose between two things, or I'm not sure. This one I really like because I kind of believe it. So when it rains, it pours. So it's like things are not coming in individual ways. You need to read between the lines, which means I'm not trying to say something very obvious. Try to understand what I'm trying to say. Read between the lines. Okay, this is my life, and this happens 9 out of 10. It happens all the time. A storm in a teacup. Storm in a teacup, which means like you have made a big fuss, or you have made a huge deal about something that is very silly or not important. Humble. This one you will hear it by native speakers. You will hear this one by native speakers a lot. Down to earth. Down to earth. Down to earth means he's very humble. He's very normal person. He's not trying to be like there is no one in the earth better than me. He's very humble. He's very normal. Butt out, or butt out. But we say it, if we're going to say it fast or in a normal base, we'll say butt out. butt out means stay out of the situation, or stay out of this, or don't interfere, don't talk, get out of this. Oh, he popped the question. Pop the question. Pop the question means he offers me to marry him. This means he popped the question. This expression means I'm very happy or I'm very excited. Feel like $1,000,000 on cloud 9, over the moon. All these expressions means I'm very happy. Don't jump to conclusion. Don't jump to conclusion means don't judge before you listen. Listen first and then give your judgment. Audio